Hello, planner family. I am back with another Plan With Me. I know like this spread and this footage it's been completed for a while, but I don't know. I just lately I have not been in the mood to do a lot of filming or to do a lot of editing. I've just been really wanting to just kind of plan on my own time and just, do things without having to feel rushed, the rush of filming. But anyway, this is the first week in July, and July was my birthday month. So I had this idea that I was going to use all kits that featured Chanel in it for the month of July. And I did do that. I have all my kits. However, the idea was that I was going to film all four of the kits, and I didn't. So I have this one, the first week filmed, and then the last week of July, which is my actual birthday, I'm going to film that one as well. The 2 weeks in between, I did post those on my Instagram, which is cocoluxxedesigns. So if you're interested in seeing those weeks, you can always go to my Instagram and check those out. I will talk about, since we are now, we are now in the month of September. So I'm just going to kind of do like an overview of the month of July because clearly we have moved on. Y'all, I love the summer. I really love the summer, and the summer is like my time for me to go to the beach and to just, have the time of your life. I mean, isn't that what summer's about? Ever since you were a kid, it's like, oh, let's have all the fun in the summertime. That's what you look forward to. Anyway, so July was not as eventful as I would have hoped. There was like, I don't know. I just really haven't been into planning, and if you want to do things, you kind of have to plan. So that, I guess, is technically my fault, but I digress. Anyway, so like I said, July was not very eventful, but there were some major events that occurred in July. So as you'll see, when I am planning out this week, I applied for a job, and it's not like a big deal because it's with the same company that I work for, and it's literally the same job. However, it is 10 minutes from my house compared to the hour that I was driving previously. And if anyone commutes to work, you know that commuting is for the birds. It is for the birds, especially if you are driving an hour one way and then an hour back. Add in having to take my daughter to daycare. It was just really starting to take a toll on me. So, about 6 months ago, there was a position in the city that I live in that came available. However, I had only been working with the company for a little over, just a little tad bit over 6 months. So I was right at the point where I could actually try to transfer. But I felt like I knew that my boss, I knew she would not be thrilled about it because she had already had a hard time with filling my position when I took the position. So I knew she was going to be stressed about, having to find someone else to replace me. And then at that same exact time, we had 2 other staff members who left at the same time. And so I was just, I was like, I felt bad. I didn't want to leave her, kind of high and dry like that. But at the same time, I was really interested in that position. So I talked to my coworker who I shared my office with, and I was, we talked about it, and she's like, you know what, Chanel? She's like, I'm certain that position will come back around. I felt like, I was still new in the role, and I wanted to still learn more before I, went to another location. At least she knew when she hired me that I was brand new to this type of work. So needless to say, I didn't apply for it. Went on, about my business. working at that job. And in July, I don't remember what happened, but I was just, I have my email set up for them to send me all the new positions when it comes to, my type of career. So I look at my emails fairly regularly, and I just look to see who is hiring. Not that I'm, actively looking for another job, but I do want to know what's out there, just so I won't miss out on any opportunities. So I saw the position in my hometown come available again. Now, mind you, this is, like I said, 6 months from the first time that I saw it. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I just felt like it was God. Like there was no way that in 6 months' time a position would come right back around available. I don't know, I didn't know what happened for why it came back available, but I was like, I'm not passing up the opportunity this time. Because at this point, I had been at the job for a year. So I was like, nope, I'm not passing it up. I went ahead, I applied for it. And the way my job works is that, when you're applying for an internal position, they require that you talk to your manager first before you apply. And then, before they actually send your information, they to the, recruiting, well, not the recruiting, but the manager, who's looking to interview you, the recruiter will contact your manager to ensure that you have, told them that you're looking to transfer. So, I felt a little icky about that again, of course, because, once again, leaving, and I knew that it took, there was a lot, as far as getting someone, for me, taking that position. And I guess when I say that, basically, prior to me being hired, there was probably a good 4 months where the position was just vacant. They couldn't find anyone. So I knew that would be something that she would be worried about. But, I said, look, this is, unfortunately, like, this is the best thing for my family. It really is, for me to be closer to home. Because, my daughter is 4. Next year she'll be going to kindergarten, and I'm like, I really need to be close, just in case the school calls or something like that. So I applied. I was interviewed, and after my interview was done, she gave me a tour, and she offered me the job right there on the spot. And I took it. So, I definitely appreciate it. I just started this week, so it's been an adjustment. There's a lot of work when you're coming into a position that was vacant. There's a lot of catch-up work. So, dealing with that, but I truly must say that I felt blessed for that position to come back around. Okay, so let me stop now and talk a little bit about this spread. So, first off, this kit is from Chic Blossom Prints. She has some really great kits. She has a great price point, and she's usually in like a planner sale as well. So you can usually get between, I think, 30 to 40% off of her kits when she's in a planner sale. I don't actually remember the name of this kit, but I loved it. The fact that she used, like, a lot of times, I don't know, I feel like, and maybe it's just me, but when you see like the Chanel perfume represented, it's never the Coco Noir. But I love that bottle. That black bottle is just, it's so elegant to me. So I love stripes as well. So I was like, yes, I'm going to try this kit, even though Orange is like one of my least favorite colors, y'all. It really is one of my least favorite colors. But I said, you know what? I love the stripes. I feel like it goes together. And what I did realize is that the florals with the oranges in this, I had that graphic. And so I was able to make a lot of, well, not a lot of, all of the floral pieces that you see me using to decorate. I made those myself. So the circles that I cut in half, the tree that's in the sidebar, all of those were ones that I printed out and made into stickers myself. So the other thing that you will see, so the headers that you see for all the boxes, those are the headers that are on my freebie with Christine Paper Studio. So you can still get that freebie right now. We're in the works of making some changes to it for the fall. Excuse me, but that is my current freebie with Christine Paper Studio. And right now, you can use my code Chanel30 to save 30% off of your purchase. The medallion that you're seeing right now, where I'm working on Thursday, those medallions, I put those down on Monday, on Thursday, and then again on Saturday. Those medallions are from Indian Ivy Ink, and you can actually, I have a code for them as well. That code is COCO20 to save 20% in her shop as well. And she also had some new releases about a week ago, I think, about this point. So this week was, this is actually, how do I want to say this? This week is connected to the last Play With Me that I had, which was the 4th of July. So Monday I was off of work because that's when we celebrated the 4th of July, since it was on Sunday. So I was off of work that day. I went to Goodwill that day. I donated a lot of things because I had cleaned out my closet. So I took a lot of things to donate, but I also shopped. And so the other thing that I really enjoy, other than planning, is thrifting. I love fashion, y'all, but I don't always like spending a lot of money. Like, I don't mind going to places, and buying stuff that's brand new. Don't get me wrong. But I love finding like a designer item that I can get for a cheap price at a thrift store that still looks good, if you understand what I'm saying. So I went to the thrift store, found out that they have 99-cent Mondays. So I will be going back on Mondays, especially since now I'm like right here in town working. I can like get off work, go straight there, look at stuff. So I was able to find a lot of things, like shirts, stuff that I would need for work. Some of them were 99 cents, others were, half price. But anyway, I enjoy thrifting. That's my other thing. And then what was that? Monday, I just had some wine that I enjoyed. Because, who does not like wine? Anyway, this was a monumental week because my daughter's 4, like I said. She's in kindergarten, and so they are learning, sorry, not kindergarten, she's in pre-K, and they are learning their sight words. So that week, she was looking at my shirt, and she recognized some of her sight words, and she was able to point them out. She spelled them out, and she's like, that spells such and such. And so I was really proud of her for that. I was so proud of her. That just puts so much joy in your heart when your children are actually learning something in school, especially right now with everything just being so crazy. I just feel like they're struggling. Like, I just don't know how kids who are doing virtual learning are really, really learning, because it's just not a stable environment. And I can say from the reason why I say that is because I was homeschooled from the 8th to 12th grade. First off, number one, I hated it. That was number one. And number two, there was, I don't want to say there was a lack of structure, because there was structure. It's just I did my own thing. So I just feel like it's not the best environment, I feel like, learning from home. That's just my personal take on it. I know there are a lot of families that homeschool, but it was not for me. It was not for me. Although I will say that when I went to college, I was very prepared for it because I was used to doing things online. So I had a lot of online classes and I did well in them. So who knows? I guess it was beneficial. Anyway, we've gotten to the end of this plan with me. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, like I said, July was it was a month, y'all, and it was my birthday month. But hey, we made it, and we are now in September, and hopefully you guys will continue to see more of me on YouTube. Anyway, this is the finished spread. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you later. Bye bye.